Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Olaf 2046. Today I'm back with another BMW video to help you guys with your E90 and current model E90. I was corrected on that. And your current generation BMW sedans. Not sure about the SUV's vehicle, but BMW sells their car. All cars come now equipped with run flat tires and a trunk that does not include a spare tire. Now, the issue with run flat tires is they're awesome. In itself, the technology means well, but if you have a flat tire or a run flat tire, you still have to get that tire replaced. And not only that, is that tire, the run flat tires tend to cost 2 to 4 times more than a similar regular tire that gets flat. So it's more expensive to own a car with run flat tires, and it also makes the ride harder because the tire itself, as far as now, I'm not sure if the technology will get better. The ride quality of run flat tires has always been harsh, especially on the E90 cars, E90 sedans, and BMW sedans, sports sedans. They've been really harsh, the run flat tires. So what I did was I did replace all my 4 tires with regular Continental DWS 06 tires because I had the same issue with my run flat tires. Got flat, one tire was flat, one tire had a bubble, and the 2 rear tires were completely bald, and I just replaced all 4 of them with Continental DWS tires. It cost me about $500 to replace those tires. I did a previous video sort of reviewing the quality of the DWS 06 tires the Continental makes, and they're really, really good compared to the run flat tires. Now, when you do that, if you're gonna follow that and replace your run flat tires, it is always good to have a spare tire or some sort of system in your car. So what I did was I went and I bought a spare tire. The issue with buying spare tires is they tend to be expensive, and it was a lot more expensive than I thought. And that's this is how the tire looks in my car right now. So I have a donut spare from an E60 car, 2008, I believe, 535 XI, and that's how it looks. There is no cavity beneath the trunk mat there for a spare tire. Like I said, BMW, they no longer want to equip their cars with spare tire for several reasons. Having a spare in your car, it adds weight to the trunk. It also lowers your MPGs if you have extra weight in there, and until this tire is being used, it's pretty much dead weight. And my E46 sedan had a full-size spare. This is just a donut, so the full-size spare is really heavy. The donut is much lighter than that full-size spare, so I couldn't imagine if the time I owned my E46 sedan, had I not had a full-size spare in that trunk, how my MPGs would have fared, my performance as well would have fared without having that extra weight in the trunk. Now, first and foremost, get a proper tire iron. The tire iron that comes with the spare kit is crap. Unless you're a Hercules or a really strong guy, you're not going to get your lug nuts off with that tire iron. Especially when you get that flat tire, it's always in a situation you don't expect it, and you probably haven't been to the gym for a couple of months to pump up your muscle to get that tire. So get one of these T-shaped. I got this from Amazon. It was $14, really cheap. You just Google T-shaped tire wrenches, tire irons, and it'll come up right away. They're all pretty good. If you get a cast iron, a cast welded one, it'll be just as good as one that's like this, that's welded together. So definitely get one of these. It's awesome. It's not that expensive to get. Definitely worth it. So I'm gonna put that to the side. And before I had that spare in the trunk, I had a slime kit. I got one of these from Walmart. They were $9. This doesn't have the slime, but this just pumps up that tire. So I got one of these. They're $9. You plug it into your cigarette lighter. I learned the trick with this is to jack up your car, and it pumps the air, inflates the tire much quicker with the car jacked up on that tire. So, but without jacking up your car, it inflates your tire within 10 minutes. So from no air to air. So it's pretty good. So you see that's a spare in the car, and I got one of these oddments tray, and I had to buy this on eBay. Now the dealership, I think they wanted something like $250 for this thing, complete with tools. If you buy it without tools, it's still like $80. And all this is a styrofoam tray that holds a tire iron, a tire jack. You have a wheel chock, something you probably never would use, but when you jack up the car, you put this on your wheel, and it I guess keeps the car from rolling away. You could also use your emergency parking brake to prevent the car from rolling away, but I guess this is a worst case scenario. And you get the standard tire iron that comes with the BMW spare donut setup. I also had this in my E46 car, and it came with the full-size spare in the trunk. The tray itself is just put this to the side. It's just a styrofoam tray, and the dealership, I believe they wanted $80 for this thing. All it is a piece of styrofoam. Now, people sell these on eBay. I've seen this on eBay for about $100, $80 to $100. Don't spend that kind of money. This is a styrofoam crappy tray. It doesn't really do anything. And you have this like lock-in disc where if you had the ability to lock this to your car, you would use it, but I don't have that ability because there's nothing under my trunk mat to accommodate something like this. This I bought on eBay for about $10. Don't spend money in this. I've seen people try to sell these for $30. It's not worth it. You probably won't even use it. The tire iron, like I said, you're not gonna use it. Unless you're really strong. You're not really gonna get your lug nuts off with that. Especially if you have a car as old as these cars. They're about almost 10 years old. The oldest E90 I think is 2006, so it's about 11 years old. The tire iron, this jack I got for a really good deal. These are really expensive, but it's made for the BMW E90 cars as well as most BMWs with the jacking system that has the jack pads. Now this came from come around here so you guys could see. This came from an E38 sedan 7 Series. I got this for $20 on eBay, which was a really good price considering what you could spend on one of these things. So, and it's brand new, hasn't even been used. So I got it for my set here. So I highly recommend getting that jack. It's gonna be good for your little kit if you're gonna make one of these kits for your spare. So that was kind of awesome. Awesome deal. Like I said, if you use eBay properly and you wait and you search, you can get really good deals. Let the train go by, guys. So that's my my oddments kit, my oddments tray setup there, and that goes inside the spare. It goes right in there. Does that rest? So I'll show you guys. And you see there, my spare tire was marked when I got it, saying it came off of a 2008 BMW 535xi. So I don't know why the seller did that. It's kind of cool. Maybe for inventory purposes. So that goes right in there. It locks right in place. So you have your tray thing there, and it seals up. But normally, if I had that spare cavity under my trunk, that would sit right in there. And the E60 cars, this is where these come from. Now, if you're looking to buy one of these, chances are, if you're buying a used one or one on eBay, that's where they're coming from. They're coming from the E60 generation 5 Series BMWs, which were the last BMWs to have donut spares in the trunk. Not including SUVs. I'm not sure if the recent SUVs still carry that spare, but the E60 sedans and wagons were the last BMWs to come with these things. So this actually came from one of those things. Now, the problem with buying these used, and I know people on eBay sell these for a lot of money, they're not worth it because tires are said you have to replace tires every 7 to 10 years, even if you never use that rubber. The rubber gets old and disintegrates or deteriorates. Now, this tire is from 2008, so I will have to replace this tire if I'm serious about it in the next year or two. It's 2017 now. But it's a spare tire, so it's not like that urgent for me right yet now. But the tire itself is really cheap. It's about $40 to replace one of these Continental tire spares. They're just a donut spare tire. It's easy to get one from Tire Rack and have it shipped or do it locally. It will be even cheaper. Now, so keep that in mind when you're buying this on eBay. Don't spend $300 for a used one with used tires that are about 10 years old, because these are coming off of old BMW 5 Series cars. So just keep that in mind. Don't go overboard. Like the price I paid for my donut with the steel rim, I'll turn that around so you guys can see. So I'll go through this. I got this for $20, which is a really good deal on eBay. I got basically everything in here for about $30, like that, which is also an awesome deal. This tire set, I got this on eBay from a local junkyard. It was a local junkyard in New York, and the guy sold it to me. I haggled the price a little bit. I believe he wanted $50 for this. I got this for $30. I'm like, dude, it's 10 years old. I'm gonna have to replace the tire. Go easy in the price. And you could talk to your sellers on eBay or online, and they'll blow their price for you. So that's what I did. I haggled a bit, and I got this spare donut, and it's brand new. The tire still has the little thread nipples on there, so it hasn't even been used. It's a brand new spare. It is old. It is, like I said, from 2008, so I will have to replace this rubber, but the rim is brand new itself. It's clean, no issues there. So I got a really good deal for that. Put this on the ground. Totally marking up my bumper there. But that's it, guys. More videos to come, and that's my full size my spare